Zimbabwean President Emmerson Mnangagwa says the SADC meeting in the country will be successful. He has called on Zimbabweans to maintain peace and extend warm hospitality to those attending the meeting. Zimbabwe is hosting the 44th SADC summit at the weekend. President Cyril Ramaphosa will be among those attending. At the same time, the Southern African Amnesty International has weighed in on the current political climate in Zimbabwe.
I once again take this opportunity to thank all Zimbabweans for maintaining a peaceful environment across the length and breadth of our motherland. Our brand remains that of a progressive and a loving people who are hospitable not only to their kith and kin, but all persons created in the image of the Lord above. Let us all continue to make our visitors feel at home away from home, that we are one with them, and that they shall always be free to visit, whether on business or private affairs. That is the Zimbabwe that our departed liberators, whom we are gathered here to commemorate, would have loved to live in harmony and always committed to the betterment of mankind.
We've seen an escalation of serious human rights violations in Zimbabwe ahead of the upcoming SADC summit. We've seen abductions, we've seen torture, we've seen arbitrary arrest and detention, and a host of different abuses that have been targeted at activists as well as opposition members. This is clearly a failure to respect, protect, and promote human rights by the Zimbabwean authorities. We call for an end to this crackdown on civic space ahead of the summit. We call for a prompt investigation into these violations, and those suspected to be responsible for these violations must be held accountable in fair trials. We also call for the unconditional and immediate release of those who've been detained and arrested. SADC must also take a stand on this matter. We call for SADC to call out these violations and demand that the Zimbabwean authorities seize this crackdown immediately.